Alright, good afternoon everyone. Today is the 9th day of January 2026, and I want to make a quick recording here, see if we can get some trades off. Using the swing bands and any other, using the swing bands or the mid bands. See if we can get some trades off here. The gold is up here. I got it gold on a 9 tick, and I have the ES actually on a 9 tick too. So both of them are in the same time frame. Gold just triggered right here, the mid-band trade right there. That should get up here to 13.2, and that just stopped me out. Right, that one just stopped me out. Something wasn't right about that. It didn't look like it gave me my full stop on that, but let me just check and see. Okay, what it did do is it bumped my stop to +1 tick. I'll show it to you right now. Sorry. I did not see how quickly that happened. That's why having the automated thing is good, but it did get me out of this a little bit early. But here's what it looks like right here. The gold got me out with 1 tick. I got in 12.2 and got out at 12.3. So there is 1 tick in gold, and that just do it over here. Okay, and that gold kept going after it gave me that little bit. It kept going. The ES didn't end up giving us a trade. I was thinking we were going to get a black arrow here on the ES going down, but it didn't turn out to give us one. And now we don't even have a gray arrow on these last 2 bars, so I don't know what we're going to end up with there. Alright, so we're going to wait for our next trade. Alright, so we're still waiting for another trade to trigger here on either one of these markets. They're both on a 9 range. The gold and the ES are both on a 9 range. You can see we don't have any gray arrows on either one, so it's going to be a mid-band trade. Until we get some gray arrows, it's going to be a mid-band trade. And we're outside the bands here on the ES, but the gray arrows stopped triggering right back here. It's kind of odd. Alright, we could get something here on the gold right now, possibly with an up close. We'll see what happens. Okay, there it is on the gold. Alright, so I'm trying to enter on the gold right here. I have not been filled yet. And now it's gone too far, I think. Where should I have filled? I should have filled right here at 0.6. Yeah, it's gone too far. I'm going to cancel this order. Right. If I'd had an order waiting there, we would have been in that. Still nothing over here. Still nothing over here on the ES. Again, I'm on a 9 range ES and a 9 range on the gold. Okay. So far we've had 2 trades on gold that triggered that one right there that I got 1 tick on. This one right here that I didn't get filled. Now, you see I'm not trying to get filled on the gold right here, because it already went to where I would have had my stop at break even. So it's too late for me to try to take the trade. I would have been out at break even. You don't want to try to enter a trade when you've already gotten to the point where you would have been trying to get out of the trade. Alright, well, we're still waiting here. We could have another trade here. It could be another white arrow about to develop here. Or it could even be a black arrow and a white arrow at the same time. I'm sorry, black arrow and a white bar at the same time on this candle right here on gold. Okay, we need an up close on this one right here, and I think that will turn into a okay, now we need an up close on this one, and I think that will turn into a black arrow with a white bar at the same time. You know those are really high probability trades. You get a black arrow with a white bar. I say that. I look right over here, and here's one that didn't go. It did go eventually, but it didn't go right away. Now you'd be trading the white bar, not so much the black arrow, but it should trigger right there. There's the black arrow. Okay, it didn't give you the white bar. Okay, so the black arrow right here is not a valid trade. Okay, that's not a valid trade right there. The black arrow without the white bar is not a valid trade. Black arrows have to be outside the band. Okay. Alright, we're still waiting for opportunities to trade here. Now, we're not going to get any kind of a mid-band bar if we don't get into the overbought or the oversold. Alright, we're not going to get any kind of a black arrow if we don't have a gray arrow to go with it. So right now the market's pretty slow coming up with those kinds of trades. We are in the oversold right here, so that is nothing. is nothing. Alright, yeah, we're not going to have anything over there on the ES either right now. Okay, there's a chance we could have some sort of black arrow here with some sort of either white arrow or mid-band arrow going right here. The purple arrow on the gold. If we get that, we should have the black arrow, but I don't know if we're going to get there. It is a white. Okay, so we're just going to go right there for the short on the gold. Did I not fill on that? It didn't fill me. I thought it filled me. I'm going to go for the short right there on the gold. Hopefully it's going to come back and fill me. There it did. Okay, it just filled me. So we're going to take the short here with the white arrow. I mean the white bar. Mid-band short on the gold. Now we didn't end up with a black arrow, which is kind of odd. After you get a gray arrow, you don't end up with a black arrow. That's kind of unusual. But we're in the trade. Stop just went to break even plus a tick. And we have one tick from the last time it did that back here. And we're out with one more tick on the gold. Okay. Alright, so where the gold is right now, an up close on this could trigger a white bar right now. Actually, it shouldn't, because the band colors are red, so it shouldn't right now. We don't have anything else developing right now, so we need to get outside the bands, get some black arrows, gray arrows, to go with the black arrows. Or we could have something here. Actually, we're not going to get something here either on the ES because it's not below the mid-band. So we're just going to have to wait a minute. We'll come up with something here in a few minutes, I'm sure. There'll be more trades. Okay, now we could get something here on gold on a down close. It's got a high here of 7.2, so be looking at possibly 6.2. So I'm going to wait for the down close, and there's the down close, and there's the purple. So I'm going to try to go to 6.0 right there. I know that's not the optimal place. 6.2 would have been optimal. There, okay, it just filled us there at 6.0. Okay, so now that stop's going to go to break even after 4 ticks in profit. It should make it down here to 4.2. 4.2, it should go all the way down here on the gold right now. Okay, that's what we should be seeing here. And we'll just wait and see what happens here. Okay, so in case you guys hadn't noticed, the times where the markets, we're just waiting for the markets to move, I'm pausing the recording. So I'll put the recording back on when something's about to happen, okay? Like on the gold, we got pretty close to stopping out, but we didn't stop out. And now it's pretty close to going to break even plus a tick. And I'm hoping it's going to get all the way down here right now to 4.2. That's what it should do. It's looking pretty weak right now. The markets are looking pretty, well, the gold market is looking pretty weak right now anyway. It's got to go 5 ticks into profit. It's the yellow has to hit right here to bump me to plus 1 tick. Alright, and it hasn't done that yet. But it should do that. There it goes. So now it's at plus 1 tick. Now it should have a good run. I'm going to go to plus 2 ticks because so far I've only got 2 1-tick trades. But it should have a good run all the way down here to 4.0 now. Okay, 4.0 is right down here. Matter of fact, I'll put a target down there at 4.0. That would be 20 ticks right now on gold. I'm going to lock in 5. And it should make it down here. We're at the swing low. Okay, so it just took me out with 5 more ticks. The gold did. Right, 5 more ticks. Okay, so we're in between trades here again right now. Now you see it made it down to the swing low right here, but did not continue. So I don't know whether it's going to continue now or not. It could roll up right here and start moving up. We don't have a trade here on the ES. Okay, we're on the ES9 range. We don't have a trade there on the ES. We haven't had one yet since I've been recording this in the 8 minutes. Okay, I just realized that I had the NQ DOM on top of my ES chart there. Now we didn't take any trades on any one of them. I just wanted to point out that I just realized I had the wrong DOM there that whole time. I'm glad I didn't take a trade. I wasn't even looking at the DOM, I was looking at the chart. Okay, here is my ES chart and DOM. Now, we don't have a trade, but when we do, I'll be taking it in the right market anyway. Okay, now we have a gray arrow here on the gold, but we're not high enough to have the black arrow outside the band right now. So I'd rather have this go up some more and then give us a down close with the black arrow. Or it could be a white arrow here. I mean a white bar on a down close right here too. Okay, it could be a black arrow with a white bar. Now what I said earlier, if you get a black arrow inside the bands with a white bar, that's still okay to take because it's really the white bar that you're taking. It's not the black arrow, but I think that that's what's going to happen here. There it is. So I'm going to short the gold right there. Crap, did I miss it? Hopefully we'll get filled on that. Darn it, I missed it. Oh wait, the yellow hasn't gone yet. Now the yellow's gone. Alright, so I missed that one too. That would have been a nice one to get. But that was it right there. Now the ones that I missed this one right here, which was a great trade. I missed that one, which was a great trade. And I got that one for a tick, that one for a tick, and that one for 5 ticks. But I missed that one and that one, which were really nice trades. Okay, now you see how the bands just turned blue. So an up close on this bar right now would give us a long trade. You see that? An up close on this would give us a long trade. That attempt for me to trade right there was not based on the black arrow, it was based on the white. But what I said earlier, if you get a black arrow with a white at the same time, it's really the white that you're trading, but it's usually a really good trade opportunity. A combination of those two is usually a good opportunity. So an up close on this is purple. And I'm going to go long right here on the purple. Wow. So it slammed down after it gave the long trade right there. And you can see I just took the long trade right there. So I filled it 5.5. And the actual entry should have been up here at 6.5. So 10 ticks better than where I should have filled. And we're in the trade right now. It'll go to break even plus a tick after 5 ticks in profit, or it'll stop me out with minus 15. We're in it right now. And we'll see. This is the swing low. It's found support here. This is the 4th time it's found support here right now. So hopefully it'll run up from here. There, it got me to plus 1 tick. Okay, so it's not going to stop me out. And it got me out with 1 tick. Okay, that was kind of an odd trade right there. That was really quick. Okay, I hope you guys are liking this condensed trading stuff, where I'm just giving you guys the actual decision-making part of it and taking out all the boring stuff in between where the markets are just going sideways and not really giving us anything to work with. Right now, we don't have anything setting up. The closest thing we have is we don't have any gray arrows anywhere. We're not in the overbought anywhere. We're not in the oversold anywhere. So those are the things that you need. You need gray arrows or be in the overbought or oversold. I stand corrected. We are in the overbought right here. You see that red? That means we're in the overbought. Now, if we come out of the overbought right here, this is not going to be a trade right now. The only way this could be a trade is if it goes down. That's not going to be a trade. There's no way that's going to be a trade. Just thinking of what it takes to make a trade. The white bar trades, they're in the direction of the mid-band. Okay? So you have to have a down close in between this section of it to get a white bar. Alright? For a white bar, bullish white bar, you have to be in this section. Alright? To get a purple bar, you have to straddle the mid bands. Now, either one of those, a down close here has to come out of the overbought, and an up close here has to come out of the oversold. The outer bands, you gotta have the gray arrows first and be outside the bands. That's it. So you know ahead of time if something's gonna happen, and right now, nothing is gonna happen. Okay? Nothing is gonna happen because we're in the overbought. We could straddle this and have a down close, but we're in the overbought. The mid bars, the mid bands are blue. If they were red, then we could have a trade here, but they're not. Okay, so you see, now we're 2 bars later, and that did close down, but it didn't give us any bar color. We're in the oversold. An up close right now could give us a white bar right now, because it's in this area right here. It's not going to cross the mid bands. So the low of this right now is 5.4. So we'll wait for the up close on that and see what we end up with. Okay. Okay, so we got the up close, but we did not have any color on it. So it's not a mid-band bar. Alright, so we don't have a trade there. Alright, so now there is a chance again of having a white bar in here. We're in the oversold. We're in between these. Actually, it's not. I'm sorry. The band color is red, so there's not going to be a trade here. It's got to get up into this section with the red bands. It's got to be into this section to give us a white bar. Right, now we have a gray arrow, though. We could have a black arrow in here. Now we could have a black arrow. It's not going to give us a... Let's wait and see what it does give us. It could give us a black arrow with a white bar. It could. I'm not sure. We'll wait and see. Okay, what it did give us was a black arrow right here, and it triggered us in. Our stop is at plus 1 tick right now. Black arrow outside the band. We're going to go to plus 5 on that. Plus 10 on that. Right, so we're out with 10 ticks on this one. Now that got up to the mid-band, or it's just about up to the mid-band. I was really aggressive trailing my stop right here, because it's only 206. I guess that's not too bad. But anyway, 10 more ticks. 10 more ticks. You know, I think I'm going to wrap it up here for this session. This is 15 minutes of condensed trading that actually spanned, I think it spanned, I don't know how much it spanned. Let me see when I took that first trade. I took the first trade. It was gold, right? USGC at 48.55. So it's been 30 minutes. I think 20 minutes, 30 minutes. I don't know. I think it's been 20 minutes. 20 minutes to 30 minutes condensed down to 15 minutes of video. Alright, so hopefully you guys like this and you'll be able to get something out of it. Just going through all the decision-making processes that I go through every time I take a trade. Alright, if you haven't taken a free trial, go to tvtrades.com. Here, go to tv-trades.com. Don't go to 5 days. Well, I guess I'll just put it out there for you. Go to tvtrades.com and you can go to 5 days. I don't know if that's still active, but you can, oh, it went to trial. Okay, go to tvtrades.com/comma trial. Just go to tvtrades.com and click on any one of these orange things, and it's going to bring you down to the bottom. I guess the 5 days does go, just kicks you out of trial. All right, that's it. Thank you all for watching. Make good decisions. Hope to see you all trading again on Monday. All right, have a great weekend.